Ladies, gentlemen, distinguished guests, fellow honorees, and the BBVA Foundation. I am so honored to accept the BBVA Foundation Worldwide Award for Biodiversity Conservation on behalf of the Jane Goodall Institute, USA, which recognizes the efforts that began nearly 60 years ago with Dr. Jane Goodall's pioneering research on wild chimpanzees in and around what is now known as Gombe National Park. This award is a significant recognition for JGI's efforts in conserving chimpanzees and other biodiversity using our Macharia approach that ensures that communities are involved in the decision-making process of conservation. JGI's approach, Macharia, was unique in its time when Dr. Jane Goodall shifted her work from science to conservation in the early 90s. Dr. Goodall and the JGI team sought to engage communities in addressing the problems they faced, empowering them to be decision makers for the use of their own land and developing solutions together. This involvement is critical because 91% of chimpanzees live outside of protected areas in Tanzania in community lands. The main threats to chimpanzees across their range are habitat conversion for small settlements and agriculture, disease, and wildlife trafficking for bushmeat and pet trades. In Tanzania, the greatest threats are habitat conversion for small settlements and agriculture. Over the last 3 decades, the commitment we have experienced from communities who have set aside their lands for conservation has fueled the continued growth of our work and impact into even more parts of Tanzania and the chimpanzee range in Africa. Women, men, and youth have become champions for chimpanzees and their habitats. As our founder, Dr. Jane Goodall says, every individual matters. Every individual has a role to play. Every individual makes a difference. We all have to take bold steps and become champions for wildlife and our environment. Once again, on behalf of the Jane Goodall Institute, USA, our global JGI colleagues, partners, and stakeholders, I express our gratitude to BBVA for recognizing the impact of our work and supporting our efforts as we continue to engage and grow with more communities across Africa in joining us as partners in conservation. Thank you all.